How's it going? Welcome back. Hope you had a good weekend. It is Monday, December 14th. Airbnb IPO'd on the 10th. We got some on the long-term account here. We tried an IPO kind of criteria play. Not really working out so far, but you have to wait on it. Typically, I would have waited for IPO and seen where it was settled because it usually runs up a little bit and then doesn't necessarily sell off this much, but usually you can kind of see where it's going to find a bottom after like a day or two. And with Airbnb, I'm not sure if it's in this area. I can't quite tell yet. It looks like this 125 is kind of a support, but it could go down more tomorrow because this also is kind of a bull flag, or a bear flag rather. So we'll see. It was IPOing at $68, so it's got some room to go back down to that. I don't think it'll go that far, but yeah, we did get it at $68 because we were a host. I got 100 shares on our Morgan Stanley account, which I'm going to transfer over tomorrow once the funds are settled. And I don't know how it's going to look on Robinhood. It might, I don't know what my average cost, if it will bring that over or not, or what that will say, but I'm going to trim it once Airbnb passes, kind of starts running back up. I'm going to trim it down. I don't need 110 shares in this account because that'll be way too big of a position. So that's Airbnb. Today we did well though. We're up 624 on the day. A lot of it's, well, Tesla ran up today, 268. Crazy. Don't go against Tesla. Corsair's up today. Rocket had a big jump today. Still down overall on our Rocket shares. Our average price is $28. But yeah, I sold the covered call on Rocket the other day for $24. $14 premium that expires Friday. Or was this today? I did this. Yeah, I did this today. So I did it kind of early. Rocket kind of kept going. Typically, I wouldn't sell a covered call that's below my average cost. If I get exercise at $24, then I'll have lost money on this trade. So I did this because I decided I'll just roll it over if I need to. So come Friday, if Rocket's at $25, I will close that one out and open up a higher covered call and just kind of keep rolling it up because I want to hold the shares. And then KSS was our big winner today. It finally started to sell off. If you were watching, we had a call credit spread on KSS, which is Coles. We had it back here when it was still kind of coming up. I thought this thing's definitely hit a top. On the RSI, on the hourly, it was way high. On the daily, it was way overbought. And yeah. So we did it here, and then I had to roll it over like here because it hadn't come down enough. And then now it's finally starting to pick up some steam on the downward. And hopefully it'll keep coming down a little bit further. It's now only 62 on the RSI, but big red candle just crossed over the 9 moving average. So it will probably cover this gap, probably come back down and meet with 180. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's down here in a couple weeks. It just came up too quick and now it'll settle down and then we'll see. But it depends. This one, maybe with vaccine news and that sort of thing, maybe this will go quicker. I'm not too sure, but I think we're pretty safe on this one now. It's 37.5 and 40 call credit spread. So basically KSS has to close below 37.5. And finally today, it's actually below it. I've had this thing opened up here when it's been above it for a long time, which typically with credit spreads, you never want it to be in the money, but I opened it. It was out of the money when I opened the first one, and then I had to roll it, and to get enough premium to roll it, it had to be in the money. So that's where we're at now. I'm hoping it sells off a little bit more, but yeah, so this one gained 265 today because this, basically this, these contracts, the contract I sold and the contract I bought, they lost enough value to where if I bought it back, it would only cost me, 60 cents. So we got a $706 credit for this one. So we still have about 40% to go on it. I'm going to see if it doesn't seem like it's going to stay below, I'll close it out for a little gain, but hopefully we can get close to max gain on this because that's a nice amount of premium. That Tesla one, we closed out for a loss last week. And then we just so happened to open up this Rocket, these Rocket calls yesterday, Friday. and then rocketed it up today, which is nice. So this one we'll see. Once it gets 50% or 100% up, I'll either sell one or I'll leg into it by selling a call to cover the position, basically. So right now it's up 8.5%. It's not enough, but basically the cost to get into this naked call was 525. So what I would do, I'd sell a call. My expiration on it's March 19th. So I would sell a call. Here's my 3 positions. I would sell a call, you know, up here, and I have 3 of them. So 516. That would almost cover my cost right now. So I could sell 3 of those right now, and then it'd basically be free. And then my max gain on it would then be $300 because I have 3 contracts, and it's $1 between the strike prices. So it's the amount between the strikes then that you could gain on it. But then it'd be basically a free position. And if Rocket went up, you know, as Rocket goes up, we'll still make money on it. But it's only up 8%. It's a little early to do this, and I've got tons of time on it. So I'm gonna wait before I do anything like that, before I leg into it, or before I close out one of them. I was also thinking I could sell a covered call, just one with an earlier strike, kind of like a calendar spread. So since I own 3 naked calls, I could also sell calls. I have one here from shares, but I could sell another call just from my call I bought. I could even sell this one. This expires Friday for a $25 strike. I could sell 3 of them, I guess, on that position. So I don't know why it says $300 collateral actually. I'm not too sure why it's telling me there's collateral. Shouldn't be any collateral. Maybe because market's closed now and it's, yeah, it's probably, that's weird. Anyways, when the market was open, I was able to sell this, and maybe it still needs to pull some collateral, I'm not sure. But I can sell the covered call on my naked call that I bought. So I might do that. I've never done that before, so I might try it. It would be kind of weird though if then it got in the money, that call I sold. So we'll see. We'll be kind of careful on that. That's kind of a good strategy if it's kind of staying flat and your call is just losing value from the time decay. You can maybe sell some covered calls in the interim to kind of make up for some of the loss that you have from time decay on calls or options that you buy. Anyways, we sold the call on Give. That's up because Give went down today. And then this Rocket one's actually back to 0. ABNB came down a little bit. Yeah. Oh, I bought HD today. So we got exercise on our AT&T shares. And so we sold the 100 from the call. And then I sold the last 18 today because I think AT&T's kind of hit a top. And I don't need to hold AT&T anymore. So we got more buying power back. And I bought 4 shares of HD. I looked through all my growth and all my basically dividend watch lists. And to me, HD out of those looked like the best. It wasn't a great price, but I wanted to get some of that buying power back out there. So I think it's kind of in a good spot. It's had quite a bit of run up since COVID, but I think it's hit a bottom here. This is just on the hourly chart, so it's not a huge deal. I was looking on the daily more for the long-term shares. And on the daily, it's kind of had this triple top, sort of like meltdown consolidation. Basically, I look at this as kind of consolidation. And now it's coming and meeting the 180-day moving, so I think it will probably bounce off this and hopefully keep running up. If it does kind of cross over this 9 moving average with 180, then it'll probably keep coming down here and maybe find support lower, maybe lower than 255. I'm not sure, but I only got, let's see, I got 4 shares of it, so not crazy. $1,000, 4 shares, and if it comes down more, I'll scale in more to it. But out of my watch list, this one looked the best, at least on the chart for the daily, on the RSI, and kind of where it was. It looked like it was due for maybe a bounce off of here and then either run back up to a lower high or to kind of consolidate and then break out on the uptrend, hopefully. Yeah, so I got HD there, and then there were some other credit spreads I wanted to do, but I wanted to keep this account more pure and not as risky. So I didn't open anything on here. I did a couple on Webull. I got 2 Disney calls, kind of trying to get this continuation that we got last Friday. We had a crazy like 400% around Disney. When it did this run up, it's just a daily call I did. But today, yeah, it didn't end up working out. Now it's bearish. So we picked them up somewhere around here, and yeah, they're just a little short squeeze bull trap thing. And then, yeah, didn't let it settle, but now that you see it, it looks like it's hit a top and it will come down. So no problem, wasn't huge. $44 and then a $30 one. I also got CCL, which is Carnival Cruise Lines, and AAL. Kind of in the vaccine news. Now that there's a vaccine that shipped to New York and they're going to start taking them today, I think. So I assumed that the airlines and the cruises would start to go crazy with vaccines and they might start getting good news. These are only weeklies. There's no time on them, so a little sketchy, but I kind of thought these might be a good play for people getting vaccines. So we'll see on those. I picked up shares of Inix. It had news this morning. It sold off though. Shout out the Colt on that one. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see on this. It's a penny stock biotech company. Sometimes these goes crazy. Airbnb shares were down. I think Airbnb's maybe found a bottom though, where it's at. Really, I mean, I am bullish on it, of course, so it's hard to say, but could be a bear flag, or this could have been a bottom and it might consolidate and come up. AI went down today, but these shares are free, so it's not a huge deal. I'm fine having them in here instead of just having the buying power, I guess, for now on this account. And Stitch Fix, dude, this thing keeps going. So yeah, big bull flag again today. This has just been, how long has this thing been going? Since December 7th, literally 7 days of just bull flag, bull flag, bull flag, bull flag, bull flag, just every day is this one's insane. So I'm just holding on to this one. We're up 182%. It was up like 200 something percent at one point. Yeah, I'm good on this one. Like I said, I'm gonna sell it out once this blink contract closes. I'm gonna close all the other contracts, all the other options, and then change this over to a margin so we can sell puts on this account until they get spreads. But yeah, I'm stoked. This play is really helping out the account. 5140. It was like 52, 53 even, but Airbnb coming down. These plays also were up and then they came down. So yeah, that's that. Winnebago we still have. We're still waiting for that to come up. It's got a little ways to go. That was a swing trade that I bought on the high. Right here. Yep, great timing, huh? Well, it's good to look at all different time frames on charts. Sometimes you're like just looking at the hourly, and if you're just looking at the hourly right there, you're like, oh yeah, it's so sick, it's gonna keep going. Like, oh yeah. And then if you back it out, you're like, wait a minute, you realize that spot on the daily is right here, and it's way overbought on the daily. Anyways, yeah, that one might come up. We'll see. It's bullish now. The 9's over the 180, which is good. And then on our ETrade, ETrade's looking good. We got that Arlo shares. We have 100 of them. Arlo's up to $8.43, up 5% today. Our covered call also gained value just because when we sold that covered call, it had so much premium that even though the stock's going up, this is still gaining value. Also because the expiration is next Friday, I guess. But yes, this is looking good. I did open up, since Tesla beat me the other way, it's not a revenge trade. I looked around at a few. I was looking at Kodak for credit spreads, and I was like, let me look at Tesla, and this one just looked too good. So I did a Tesla put credit spread, because you have to be a bull when you're trading Tesla. So here's Tesla. I opened it in the morning. It's like, it looks like it's had a clear bounce off of the 180, and it doesn't want to give up. So we'll see. I opened it here in the morning sometime, and yeah, it's done well today already. We're up 17-18% just from this. It was pretty early actually. Maybe it was like here. Yeah, and it's kind of come up, and now it's flattening out, but that's good. It's consolidating for some more run, really. So it's a, to me, it's pretty safe, but Tesla's all over the place, so it's really not. It's a 585, 580, which is down here, but I got a pretty good amount of premium for it. I was like, with this, how bullish this is, it's not going to come down here, right? We'll see. See, hopefully not. Somewhat safe though. Let me show you. So we go to analyze. So it was $140 credit to open this up. 82% probability it's saying, which doesn't mean a whole lot. Then the max loss is only 360. So it cost 360 in collateral to do this. When I opened it, it was probably like a 70 something percent chance. But yeah, those are pretty good numbers. Typically to have, I mean, that much credit and only have that little collateral, it's going to be a lot less chance. But this did go in our favor today, so that helps. And it doesn't expire till Friday, so this account's kind of tied up until I close out of something as far as buying power goes. So we'll see if this is up 50, 60, 70%. Probably won't be up that much tomorrow unless it just runs, but maybe if it just keeps showing green candles, then we'll be able to close out of that sooner, and I'll maybe do some SPY dailies on it. I forgot about this account doing SPY dailies, so I would have done a SPY daily today, but no worries. Yeah, account's looking good. Stoked. We're let's see, about halfway through the month. This month has been pretty flat, 24/7. We started at, they were at 25, but really it's those couple credit spreads, the Tesla one I had to close, and then finally this KSS one is working in our favor. So if we can get this back, then we'll be pretty positive on the month. And then I'm gonna move over those shares, and this is gonna jump up like 13 grand, because that's $13,000 in Airbnb shares on the Morgan Stanley account. So then we will have no problem with PDT, and I think Robinhood is now allowing daily options. It's not worked for me, and I'm wondering if it's because I'm below the 25K mark. I'm not sure, but yeah, if you have daily options on the Robinhood, hit me up in the comments. Curious what's different if you have it, especially if you have an under $25,000 account, because I can't do daily options on Robinhood. That's it for me. Thanks for watching. Sub up, like up, comment down, make your money happy money, so to stick around. We will see you tomorrow. Probably do a recap on the wheel account also if you guys want to check that out. As you know, we have Rocket Share in there too, and it made that wheel account pretty. Peace out.